Hey everyone, Happy New Year from Reseller Rowboat. My name's Beth. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. This is a car chat. Got my new holder. So we're going to just see how it goes. And yeah, I'm on my way to Bastrop, Texas right now. I don't know if this is a very good angle, but I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. I don't know if this is a really good angle or not. I don't know if I can change it really. Hold on, be right back. Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it, guys. So, Happy New Year again. I'm using my new cell phone holder for my car. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do a product review. I have several product reviews I'm getting ready to do on my channel. So, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you want to stay tuned. First, I got to call Amazon and find out why the heck they won't give me an affiliate link. Why the heck they say my account is closed. My account is not closed. I order from Amazon like every other day. That makes absolutely no sense. So, Bastrop, Texas. I don't know how far it is, but look, about 124 miles. So, it's going to take me an hour and 53 minutes to get there to where I'm going. I'm meeting my daughter, her husband, and my granddaughter for Christmas presents exchange. Actually, they sent me my present already, but they never got mine, to them because I wasn't able to go because of my dad being in the hospital. And so for a brief update on my dad, he's back to rehab. He's working hard. He's got a long way to go, but we're very hopeful that he comes out of this with very little damage and, can have a decent quality of life. That's what we're hoping and praying for. So keep praying for him. Keep praying for my mom, the whole family. Things are a little bit, calmer now. I'm not having to go every single day now. I logged over 2,000 miles to and from the hospital. So, yeah. So what did you guys do for the New Year, for New Year's Eve? We stayed home. I was in bed before midnight. I'm old. Be 61 next month. Oh, God. But anyway, it was the calmest New Year's Eve we have had ever, I think, because my dog did not bark one time. And we had fireworks next door, behind us, down the street. And for those of you who don't know, I use the Relax Your Dog playlist on YouTube. They also have them on Spotify, Pandora, things like that. Relax Your Dog during fireworks. It's awesome. And, but you got to make sure you don't have commercials, because if the commercial comes, I learned this the hard way, it breaks the dog's concentration, and then it's hard to get back into it. It's basically like meditation for a dog. And this time, Jania wasn't in agreement with me, but I did it anyway. I made an executive decision. The first sign of a pop of a firecracker, I mean just a teeny tiny pop, I took her into our bedroom, I turned the playlist on, and I shut the door, and I had one little tiny light on in the closet. And she's like, it's not time yet. It's not time. I said, no, you got to catch the anxiety before it builds up. You have to do it before she gets so anxious that you just cannot calm her down. And up to 3 years ago, this dog was running around the house, screeching, barking like she was in pain. That's how much anxiety this dog has over fireworks. I know she's got auditory discrimination problems because she can't handle even having a fly in the house because the buzzing bothers her ears. So just imagine a firework sound, what that sounds like to her. Yeah, it's probably like 1,000,000 times what we hear. Not one bark, not one peep. And then when I went back to bed, she stayed in there for a little while, and then she left and went to her bedroom. She has her own bedroom, by the way, the guest room. And I didn't take the phone in there with her, and she still never barked the rest of the time. Even at the midnight, finale fireworks, she never barked one time. So it's like she was just in the zone. It was amazing. And
You know, Jania hated putting her in the bedroom for all that time. It was about 3 hours. But she was fine. Like, she, you know, if she needed water, she would scratch on the door if she needed water. I mean, she tells me everything she needs. So, she was fine. So, let me know below what you did for New Year's. Am I still going? Good. Okay. Usually I get stuck by a train here. But that's usually during weekdays. Alright, so I wanted to talk a little bit about my eBay store. I'm going to talk about this probably on my next shipping video in more detail where I can actually pull the screen up. But I just want to go over a couple of numbers for you. And to kind of explain to you where I'm going to go going forward in 2023. I think when I looked at my graph yesterday, I was down 9.8% from November, which is not bad at all, considering it was December, and I sell pre-owned clothing, right? But it had been as high as 26% down, like in the middle of the month, and I got it down to 9.8%, which was great. Yeah, I feel proud about that. And some of you guys ask me, like, what do you do for that? Well, join me on my shipping videos. We talk about the things that I do when my store is not doing what I consider well. The steps that I take to boost my store, you know, to get those people to buy. But, so then I took a look this morning, or yesterday, at my numbers for the year. And so for 2022 on eBay, this is not Poshmark, okay? I grossed a little over $55,000, and somebody's notification is coming in. Oh, that's my church. The service is starting. Okay. I grossed just a little over $55,000, and I netted 27,000 something. Okay. That was 58.8% higher than 2021. I had 132 repeat buyers. Now, this is why it's so important that you look at your 90-day total and your yearly total. Because when you look at your monthly total and you're like, man, I am down so bad this month. What am I doing wrong? What the heck is going on with my store? It really doesn't mean a whole lot. Because you want to look at the year, all right? I would have been happy with 10% increase over the year previously. Now, all this happened in June of 2021 is when I joined the Patreon group in June. And I believe I grossed $34,000 in 2021, something along that lines. So you have to figure the first part of the year, I wasn't doing that well. And then from June to December is when I really, boosted sales. So then I was in Patreon. I stopped Patreon in December of 2021. And then I joined it again in June of 2022. So I was like, I took like a 6-month break. And because I felt like I had learned, at least initially, what I needed to do to get my store really going. And then a bunch of stuff happened on eBay and stuff, and I felt like I was missing out on information, so I rejoined the Patreon. And I will say, I am going to continue with the Patreon. It's $34.95 a month, I believe. With tax, I think it comes out to $39. It is worth every single penny. And I went in it with total, felt like I was being drugged by my heels. I didn't want to do it. It can be really hardcore if you let it, or it can be very just general. I went in it going, I got to do something, right? And sometimes I feel bad because these people are making 6 figures, right? But they're full-time. But some of them are part-time making 6 figures. But so you have to be really careful, not to compare yourself to other people. I mean, some of these people are just killing it on eBay, Poshmark, Amazon, So all in all, I'm extremely happy. Like when I pull that 58.8% up from last year of 2021 up,
I was shocked. Like, I had no idea. I just thought maybe I grew a little bit. No, I grew a lot. So I'm going to stay in the Patreon. That's for 2023. I don't really go on a lot of the calls anymore. I don't have the time, but I'm paying for the information. And whenever I have a question, I can get it answered like almost immediately. And there's never been a question that I've asked that they've never been able to answer. So it's worth it to me. And yeah, make it 58.8% more than 2021 for $39 a month. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so Poshmark. I think Poshmark, I can't remember. I think it was like $900 something this month, which was more than I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was like $600. But I think because I've been giving a discount on shipping, and so it looks like I haven't made, you know, it looks like I haven't netted as much probably as I used to, because I am giving a shipping discount. But that's okay. Hey, it's, you know. So now my goal is for this year, right now I'm at 5 listings a day until the baby's born. After the baby's born, which, guys, she's getting ready to pop. Today's what, the 1st? Put it down there. What day you think the baby's going to be born? Do the 14th. Can't believe she's driving an hour to meet me today, but we're like 1 hour straight shot from the hospital in case she goes into labor during lunch. Oh boy, motorcycles. Can you hear that? Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do, after the baby's born and I've been up there and I'm back and my dad is home, then I'm gonna go back to my 10 a day. And by the way, I have the same number of listings today as I had on December 1st. And I haven't taken anything down. Does that mean I have 100% sell-through rate? I don't know. If I've added, I've never taken anything down, right? Never ended a listing to take it down. And I had the same number exactly of listings that I had on December 1st. I'm even. My store is not shrunk and my store is not grown. Does that mean I had 100% sell-through rate? Put it below. I think that's what that means. It's pretty exciting. Alright, so what else was I going to say? Anyway, the other thing I'm going to do is, which I've been doing pretty much already, but I'm going to just keep that mentality. If I get a lowball offer on something that I've had in my store for like 3 months or 4 months, and it's a really low ball offer, guys, I'm going to say to myself, if I take this offer, can I buy another one like this with this money that I'm going to get? So, like, most of the time, my cost of goods is 50 cents to $1.75. Right now, it's $1.75 because my sourcing is the same every week. So, if I make $1.75 profit, can't talk. If I can go buy another one like it, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. If I make $3.50 on it, that's even better because I can go buy another one and I can put $1.75 in the bank. I want to just keep moving this inventory through my inventory room. The more things I can move in and out, the more money I will make in 2023. Now, the other day, I took a $5 offer on something, and it was over 2 pounds. And I looked it on the eBay calculator, and it showed I made 73 cents. 73 cents. So I couldn't buy another piece with that 73 cents. So I just put that 73 cents in the bank. But it was like my first sale of the day, and I wanted to get sales going. And I did. So, yeah. I think $5, I think, is the lowest I can probably go on a 2-pound item without going under. Without not going under, but breaking even. Yeah. My bank account enjoys that 73 cents. So, I don't know. I tried to take photographs this morning before I left because my plan was to come back and you know, finish drafts when I got home. I'll be home about 5:30. But my stupid steamer, which I did a product review on, it's probably not the steamer's fault, but it's been like water's been kind of spewing out of it a little bit. Every once in a while, you know, water drop will get on the clothes. And then I couldn't wait for it to dry to take the photos. So I just told Jania I have to take photos. I only have 20 items ready for photos, maybe 24. But I put some clothes in the laundry yesterday that had been spot treated. And I'm pleased to say that most of the spots came out. And the ones that didn't are on a pajama shirt that are going to blend in with the pattern. It's not, I mean, it's probably not even worth mentioning, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah. So, what else do I want to talk about? I wanted to tell you guys, I've been wanting to tell you guys this story for a while, and I may have told it years and years ago. But being around the hospital this week and, you know, facing possible, you know, death in the family got me to thinking about this story again, because it's a true story. And I'm really curious out there, how many of you are afraid of death? Write it in the comments below. This has nothing to do with reselling, I know. But how many of you are actually afraid of death? Not the dying part, not like the suffering part, or, you know, if you're going to suffer, or, but are you actually afraid of what's going to happen after you die? That's what I want to know. Because I'll tell you guys, when I was 7 years old, I had a near-death experience. We call those NDEs, by the way, near-death experience. I was 7 years old, so I never talked about it to anybody because I didn't know that what I had was what I had. Like, I literally didn't know that I was supposed to talk about it, right? And so I took this near-death experience and I wrote a novel years ago based on what I had experienced, and I put a story in it that wasn't my story, but I used the near-death experience that I had as the baseline. And I will tell you that just from my point of view and from a child's point of view, okay, not an adult, what I experienced was not scary. I mean, I was drowning, okay? So that part was scary. You know, that part was scary. I was trying to yell at my mom who was on the shore, and but I couldn't really yell, you know. And so, yeah, that part, I guess, was scary. But the actual near-death experience, for me, I didn't see a white light. I did have what they call a life review, where in just like one split second, I saw everything that I've ever seen. I tasted everything I'd ever tasted. I heard everything I ever heard. I felt everything I ever felt. And if I left a sense out, I don't know which one it is. Smell. I probably smelled everything I ever smelled. In a flash. I do remember that. And I remember quiet. And just quiet. And peace. Just quiet. You know. And some people will tell you, scientists will tell you, well, people that have a near-death experience with all these sensory things going on. Because I've read up about this in my adult life. Once I realized later what this was that happened. I've always known, I just never talked about it. That scientists will tell you that it's just like these electrodes in your brain that are shutting down. They're shutting off, and as each one clicks off, you see or smell or taste or whatever. So it's kind of interesting because, you know, I came back, I'm here again, and I still have memories from before I was 7. I still, you know, have those memories. So did they really shut off, like, completely? Like, I don't know. I mean, I have memories back as early as 2. I can tell my parents things that I did when I was 2. That I just have that kind of memory, and they just cannot believe the things that I can remember. I still remember being in my crib, and I was out of my crib, you know, way before 2. I could still tell my parents what side the bars were on in my crib, and it's just bizarre how I've always been able to do that. And it doesn't even have to be a significant memory that I'll remember. And they're like, really? And then they'll check it out and they're like, you're right. You know, it's kind of strange. So anyway, guys, I just want to tell you all this to tell you that you don't need, you know, from my perspective, this is my opinion. If you're one of these people who worries about death, for me, it was fine. There's nothing to be worried about. Now, I know we worry about the people that we leave behind, and I can't help you with that. My only, you know, suggestion for that is to try to make sure they're taken care of as best as possible while you're here, so that if something does happen, you got a backup. So on to more cheery things. I'm just talking and driving. I love this drive. Part of this drive is the drive I took for years when Janie and I were in college, and going up to the school, and we were apart for 1 year. I was in college, a freshman, and she was a senior in high school, so we were apart for 1 year. So I always dreaded going back to school after leaving her. But then for the next 3 years, I always enjoyed going back because she was with me in the car. Boy, those were strange times. I mean, we were apart for a whole year. There were no cell phones. We would have to call. Every night we said, I love you at 10 o'clock out loud. It's 10 o'clock, I love you. And the other person was supposed to be saying that at the exact same time. We would call each other, collect, and ask for ourselves, and then they would say, she's not here, just so I could hear her voice. And then, you know, I didn't have any money, she didn't have any money. I mean, we just didn't have any money, right? Spare money. So it was very rare that we talked on the phone. We sent letters, but a lot of times we get the letters after we'd already been back to Houston to see each other. So it was kind of funny, but that's just how we kept along. You know, we were 3 hours away for a year, and it was really tough on her and me. It was tough on me because I was at school and I didn't know anybody really, that many people. And, you know, our relationship was secret, right? Because we could get kicked out of school if they knew. So, you know, I'd have guys asking me out, and I would say no, and what was I supposed to say? I'm in a relationship with a woman, so I would just lie and say I'm in a relationship with a guy, you know, back home. It was tough, and then it was tough for her because she wanted to enjoy her senior year in high school. Like, that's the big year, right? And I wasn't there to share it with her. So it was really rough. Neither one of us went to our high school prom because we wouldn't have been able to take each other. So on the night of my prom, I stayed the night with her, and I think we watched The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, we watched The Wizard of Oz that night. And then on her prom. I don't know what she did on her prom night. But, yeah, a sad situation. But it all worked out. Well, I think I'm out of things to talk about other than, I will say some of the things I'm going to do on my channel this coming month. I'm going to continue with my plus size clothing sales. I took a poll on my last car chat and I only had like one person that said they watched my haul videos. So I'm going to stop making haul videos, at least for now. And I'm going to start doing product reviews. And I've got a video that I'm going to be doing on how I'm going to integrate the bullet journaling and the happy planner. And I've got a couple other ideas, but mainly I want to offer you guys more working hangouts, live working hangouts. I'd like to get up to 2 a week because those seem to be very, very popular. And I call it my reseller rowboat rowers. That's my usual team of rowers that come on with me, and we work together. We work together either way, whether we're live or not. But, you know, I don't want to go live when I've got repairmen going in and out of my house and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't do it every day. But if you guys want to do live hangouts, I'm going to try to step it up on that. And I want to do them at least 2 hours long. But I don't know. I might do several 1-hour ones. That might be something else too. Those seem to be my most popular videos, that and my shipping videos. So I just want to stick with that. If I'm going to spend my time doing something, I want it to be seen. So guys, have a happy new year. Have great sales. I noticed I've already made several sales this morning. And I did take a $5 offer on a men's No Boundaries button-up shirt that you could get at Walmart. $5 plus shipping. But that was my first offer I took, and now I've had like 3 sales since. So you do the math. Y'all have a great week. I will see you on my next video or live stream. Bye.